Approaching Mark 1, the boats are on opposite tacks. It's fairly simple. The starboard tack boat has right of way. The port tack boat has to keep clear. Starboard tack can alter towards the port tack boat. He's constrained by 16.1, so has to give them room to respond, but he can do that by heading up himself, similar to a dial-up in match racing. If the port tack boat is steering to pass to leeward, starboard tack boat, be careful because any alteration is subject to 16.2. There's the possibility that the starboard tack boat will be penalised. If the starboard tack boat tacks, goes through head to wind, she is subject to Rule 13 and may be penalised if she doesn't get down to close hauled before the other boat, port tack boat, has to avoid. If she tacks in the zone, goes beyond head to wind, while she's clear ahead of the boat coming in on port, she is also subject to Rule 13, and if the port tack boat has to avoid, it's likely that the tacking boat will be penalised. If at the moment she goes beyond head to wind she is overlapped, then she is protected by Rule 18, which switches on when she goes through head to wind. They are now overlapped and she is the inside boat entitled to sail to the mark, provided they are overlapped. If she tacks ahead, they are no longer overlapped. She's not down to close hauled, and if this boat has to avoid, the tacking boat would be penalised. Rule 18, it doesn't apply while the boats are on opposite tacks. However, once they are on the same tack and the boat is through head to wind, if she is inside and overlapped, she's entitled to room to sail to the mark. She can only have that room if the other boat is able to give it. The chances are that the stern swing could be avoidable. It depends upon the situation, how overlapped they are. The situation is frozen when the leading boat enters the zone. He's either clear ahead or he's overlapped. It's not going to matter if the boat is to windward of him. If the boat is to leeward of him, then and overlap when he enters the zone, the boat to leeward will be entitled to room to round the mark. So when they get to the mark, the leeward boat can luff and possibly shoot the mark using the room to which is entitled, and the alteration will be exempt from Rule 15 because he's sailing within the room to which he is entitled to get around the mark. Once this boat enters the zone, if she is beyond head to wind, 18 will switch on. Having entered the zone, she is down to close hauled. The situation when she passes head to wind is going to determine they are now on the same tack. Was this boat clear astern at that point? Having said all of that, it's going to be an umpire decision and it's going to be quite a tight one. The rules change considerably and quite quickly here, and you are risking the umpires having sufficient knowledge and being able to see the positions of the boats.